G'day guys, Matt from Matt's Fishing Escapes. Thanks for joining us. Today I'm challenging myself. I'm 44 years old and I've never gone solo camping before. So I've bought up on a range of camping gear. I've got an awesome iTechworld setup and we're heading down to Rapid Bay on the Fleurieu Peninsula. So first things first, we're going to head into the supermarket and just get some basic supplies. Now we're just doing, from a meat perspective, whatever we catch. So we're hoping to catch some fish. Otherwise, I'm only going to have some salad wraps to go with. And I won't lie, snappy tomahawk fish is some of the best burley you can buy. It's on special here for $2.35 a can. We're going to get 10. I love the spray-on sunscreen because you don't get it all over your fingers, hence you don't get it all over your baits and lures, hence you don't frighten the fish away with a bad scent, but you still keep sun safe. So we're all ready to rock and roll. Just got to stop down at Sports Scene. I want to get a couple of reels re-spooled with some braid. And a big thanks to Pioneer Water Tanks in South Australia for sponsoring the channel. I go through a lot of diesel making these videos for you guys, and they cover all those costs. So if you're in the market for a leading steel water tank, make sure you give us a buzz or get in touch with us through the website. We've just got our 2 rods re-spooled by Tom at Sports Fishing Scene. I've also left some stickers here, so if you're keen to get a Matt's Fishing Escape sticker, make sure you come in and buy something at Sports Fishing Scene on Port Wakefield Road and mention me, and I'm sure they'll point you in the direction of where my stickers are. Rapid Bay Campground, here we come. We've arrived at the Rapid Bay camping area. So as I said, we're just working out the back of the Pioneer LC200 today. I've got one of these L Gear. It's a self-inflating mattress, but I'm not convinced. It says it takes about 20 minutes for it to inflate the first time round. It doesn't seem to be doing anything, but we'll wait the 20 minutes and we'll see how we go. I had our iTechworld power station charging just through the cigarette lighter. I don't know if you can see that, but we've got about 96% still left, and it's just been running the fridge. The fridge is only taking out 50 odd watts, and that's the iTechworld 40 litre iFrost. I'm going to go through these a little bit more later, but this is what I guess has allowed me to start camping. So we've plugged in the 300 watt iTechworld solar blanket, and I'm pretty actually impressed given that the conditions are so bloody overcast. We're actually pulling in around 190 watts. It was just over 190 watts before, and that's saying it's going to have the unit charged back up in an hour, given that it's only at 94%. Going to check the tide times and then see how we're going to maybe hit the jetty, grab some squid for dinner, and then make a plan for tomorrow. So we're now down at the Rapid Bay Jetty, and I better catch some dinner for tonight. Just got the 2 rods with me, just lures today. The water is looking pretty murky, so from a squid perspective, I'm not really all that convinced, though along the jetty, this is certainly a very squiddy spot. So we'll give the squid a go. I don't have any teasers. We might try and catch some tommies in a later session and use some teasers. But I've got firstly, I'm just putting out some free stuff for people. We've got the vibes and divers and hard bodies to try. Got some metals as well, and some other vibes, and of course I've got my Inku squid tackle tray. I guess we'll try that first. Feel like I wouldn't mind some calamari for dinner. So we're going to go with the Inku, and we'll see if we can get a squid or 2 interested on that. We are on the incoming tide, so they should start, if they're here and they're interested and the water's not an issue for them, they should start getting a bit more interested. So they're going to give it, 5 to 6 casts, and if we don't get any action, we might try a hard body where we might pick up some salmon, trevally, tommies, snook. So I'm going to try the Nomad Squid Treks purple. Haven't used them before, but they look like a great size for a snook, salmon. Just feel that vibe. Wind it back down. Not sure, guys, not sure. Well, we gave it a red hot go, guys. We tried all sorts of different lures, metals and jigs, but I won't show you all that footage. It's just going to bore you to tears, as it did for me on the day. I think it had something to do with this milky white water. If you know what that's about, drop a comment below. Hang around though, because there's more action to come. We're back down at Rapid Bay Jetty for the morning session. Didn't get up anywhere near as early as I was expecting. The wind is coming from the opposite direction yesterday. There hasn't been too many squid being caught from what I've heard, but we've got some burley out down there, and we're going to hopefully catch some squid, tommies, salmon. So the sun's just coming up, so I'm actually going to go for the gold runner. Give some really good flicks through the water. Going to put a teaser out, just a jig with just the dynamite on it. Pretty standard colour. Should stand out, and as usual I'll put some, it's already got some on it, but I'll put some more S factor on the back of it as well. Always helps to hook up a little bit of S factor. Oh, you got some fish down there already?
Yeah, there's some garfish.
That's good, so the belly's working. We've got some garfish down there. So we've just got the teaser with the dynamite on there out there. It's good, we're not having a fish, we're not, sort of the lines aren't going over each other, it's going sort of straight out that way. Because it is a bit busy down here this morning, Sunday morning. Deciding what I do. I think I'll stick with the squidding while the sun's coming up. Gee, that wind's strong. So that gold runner, just being that colour, will look like a little baby King George whiting. So I'm just going to leave that sit in the water there, you never know, and I'm going to get my Tommy / Gary up and running. Sorry?
A few good guys picking out there. They're just like where it starts to go a bit darker.
Yeah. That was quite a large one that I just saw in front of Ted's jig. It's almost like a snook.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, now I see it.
Could be snook.
It is snook.
Yeah, alright, I'm going to put a jig on for a snook. That's easy, we can do that. Oh, come on. Always when you're in a rush. Just got a deeper diver on. Let's get it out. Because that's about the depth they are. So good to start off with a snook. And failing this, I'll put a soft plastic on. No, gone quiet. Oh, that's yours. I'm like, oh, there's a little fish. That's your double clutch. You never catch the fish you see there, right? It's coming over the top of one there. I like how this one suspends itself just below the water. This is a USA craft. I went up to Mark Berg's Attic Tackle after a conference on the Gold Coast and bought up like all these lures. Yeah, I'm going to try soft plastic. I was going to try soft plastic, but I'm just going to try Nomad Vibe. Just because that'll sink down to the bottom and hopefully get their attention on the way up. Oh, there's definitely some smaller fish out there. When I vibed up, they all split.
Yeah.
Oh, one was following that vibe, just at the back of the shadow, and it did follow it, but I don't know, it might go the standard white plastic. So yeah, so there's definitely some snook down there. We're just going to put one of the 3.0 sharp point jig heads, painted jig heads on with just a Z-Man paddle tail. You can see them down there, and they're moving around, so they must be feeding. Might need a stronger jig head. Just doesn't look like it's getting down deep enough. Alright, I'll leave that in the water. Make sure I got drag on. yeah, go back to what I was doing, get the Tommy rig out. Snook may take that anyway. So I got the Tommy rig out and just getting it untangled. Very basic rig. Tie that to your swivel, a hook down to a small barrel swivel lead a split shot, and then another hook. They're size 8. Put some gents on, set the depth. You may need to put some more split shot on just because of the way the current's moving today. Just get the bait on. So I've got the, as I said, the Tommy rig on, just a couple of small size 8 hooks. Just setting the length of the leader now, of the trace. About 1.5, 1.8, maybe even 2 meters. That belly's been out there for about half an hour now. So we'll see what that generates. And I'll bring this one in. We'll just keep that soft plastic ready to go if we get some more action. It was good to see the action of those snook, but it's still been somewhat quiet. I've seen one tiny baby squid caught. With this water movement, I think I'm going to put some more weight on that float rig. It's only got the one tiny split shot. Just going to put an extra split shot above the swivel just to get that hook down. What looks like Tommy's about there, where the float is now, at the start of that shadow from the jetty. Got one. Not big. Too big, too small for the hooks. And the hooks are size 8. Hopefully the bigger ones are going to come through. So I may not go hungry tonight if I can get some Tommies. That'd be nice. So it looks like they might even be a bit deeper. I might even make that trace even a little bit longer. And of course the next question is, are the baits all being sucked, or they don't look too bad. Might as well just drop it straight down. I think the next step is to take the float off. And just fish it light. So we've just taken the float off that one, and we're just going to fish it fairly light so that it sink naturally. See where we go. Hopefully they suicide and hook themselves. Got one, that's better. That's a nice one. It's a gar. Oh, good catch. Come here. It's a little garfish measurer. Did I bring the measurer with me? Now garfish need to be 23 from the top bill, I think, from memory. Yeah, 23 from the top bill. So that's, as you see from the top bill, so that's the top bill, the smaller bill. He's well legal, he's a 25.5. So yeah, we'll put him in the bag because I need dinner tonight. All right guys, that's 1-0. I only start when I've already caught one, of course. And just a little tip as well. I've just got a little Lumo bead above my swivel. Just protects your eye at the top of your rod, because I did have it on this rod where obviously I'd wound a swivel on or something and it damaged the eye, which was then cutting my braid, my 6-pound braid all the time, which is not good. And it was like 20 bucks to get the eye fixed. And when you're fishing light like this, I just generally watch the line. So as the line tightens up, you pretty much know you got to fish. I mean, you can feel for bites as well, but you can see that line tightening up a little bit there, letting go. Right. Might actually have to put some fresh bait on because those gents are a little bit cruddy. Yeah, I'm going to freshen up the bait. I find it does work. The Tommies and the garfish just seem to be quite picky on their baits. Right. Fresh gents, let's go. I think I might have a squid on that teaser. Sitting very low in the water. Maybe not, but we'll have a look. No. Oh, we're getting bites already on this one, guys. Yep. Bite, bite, bite. This just shows how much the fresh bait counts. Got it. That's a Tommy. Big jump. So this one's tiny, and instead of the squid jag out there under the float, I'm going to put this one out as a pure teaser, no jig on it, just as a pure teaser. So we'll take the dynamite off. And some people have said in the comments, you know, why don't you just put it on a barb? And yeah, from a number of people, they've said that they tend to go for the fish just as a fish, not on the barb. And I'd have to say, often, I do tend to catch more squid than most using this method. So what I want to do, I'm actually going to put him out just behind you guys. So we'll just put him out over here. And we'll get back to the Tommy fishing. But 2-zip, come on guys. Smaller hooks.
Yeah.
Got another one. That's 3-zip, guys. Again, they're not big.
What size hooks you got? 8?
8s. Yeah. I'm just hoping the bigger ones are going to turn up. That's all. Well, the other option is I put a livey out on a balloon. Can't see myself keeping that. It's fun though. Oh, I might keep a few more just for squid teasers. 4-zip. So that's a gar, another one. I don't think this one's going to be size. Might be. With the garfish, I just don't like to handle them too much because their scales fall off so easily, and if you're throwing them back, well, if you sit still, I can measure you. Dude. Yeah, he's 25 as well, so about the same size as that other one. All right, let's see if we can go number 5. Oh, that's a nicer one. He was just sitting on that and I just lifted the rod. So that's getting into the size we really want. Oh, maybe 30. 28. So yeah, that might just mean the bigger ones are starting to come in. Hopefully that also means the bigger Tommies. Just trying to get out the back because usually the bigger ones are further out and the smaller ones are closer into the burley and the jetty. But obviously we've got a head wind and not much weight on, so it's not the easiest situation to cast into. But I think having a really light setup is critical for the success in fishing this long term. All right, so we haven't had a bite for a while, and that's probably because I say that and we get a bite, but probably because the bait needs to be refreshed. Yeah. It's just amazing how picky they can be. So maybe they're just a really big gar and not snook. Maybe there's some 60-centimetre gar down there. Yep. I think I got double header, guys. Oh, and lost both of them. They were double headed Tommies and lost both of them. That's all right, means they're out there. As long as they don't go back and tell their friends. Yardie. It's a small one. Small Tommy. As I said, I will keep a couple just, well, he's in my box now. Oh, come here. Or do you want to put one out on your spike?
Oh, yeah.
We may as well maximise our chances. He's dead. We're just waiting on those bigger ones to turn up. Oh, there's tons of them out here. Getting bites. Oh, come on. You see them out there. Let me cast out again. Again, the bait might be getting a little bit sucked and lifeless, but we'll give it one more cast. Oh, that nearly bloody cut my finger, that one, on the braid. Another big gar. Yeah, the bigger one's definitely out the back. I am, I'm having gar wraps tonight, and that's like tangled everything up, but with that circle hook, just hook right in the bottom of the jaw, which is perfect. A lot of people use, insist on using long shanks for gar, but he's 20, 24, 23 and a half, 24. Next question is, what's the bag limit? Well, I don't think I'm anywhere near it at this point, but... And just while I'm untangling that, I think, again, I've said this before, it's just really important to have multiple options when you're fishing. I think a lot of people have come out here today just purely targeting squid. And, you know, well, if the squid aren't around, you're not going to have much of a fun day if you've got no other option. So always consider having a backup option. Right, so after the last tangle, just had to also put on a new hook because the hook undone for some reason. We'll get back out there and see if we can get another one. Jetty's sort of cleared off, as you can see. There's a few people further down, but hopefully there's still some fish around. And I'm pretty sure there is by the way that line's acting. Yep, getting some bites. And we've got one. He was just sitting on it. Another nice gar. Oh, and he's going to get me all tangled up again. This is going to be a pain. I might have to go back to one hook, guys, if they're going to keep doing this. Oh, he's fat. Fat as, bro. Nice. Ah. Yeah. Nice try. Yeah. Nice gar, nice fat. Give him a quick measure again. Yeah, he's 27. Just can't believe how much they're tangling me up when they get hooked. Super frustrating. Any tips on how not to have that happen? Comment below. Here we go again. I got a double header. Double header gar, which is good because hopefully that means I won't get into a tangle. There we go, guys, double header gar. No, that's a red mullet. Yep. Good eating, but it's probably not big enough to worry about. Let's give this one a measure again, to be sure. He's 24. Can you Google the bag limit for garfish on the Persa website? This one will definitely be there as well. This is bigger than the last one. There we go. Oh, it's 25. Oh, 30? Yeah, no. I'm not going to keep that many.
Weight limit's 90.
So what they're saying is there's plenty of them out there. All right, so the bag limit's 30. Not going to keep anywhere near that amount. All right, let's go again, guys. Let's go again. Getting some bites. There's plenty of fish down there. See them all. You probably can't on camera, but I can with the polarized glasses on. Got fresh bait on, so I should be getting some bites any second now. You got one. Gar? Yep. Nice. If you don't want it. Oh yeah. Good job.
Thank you. That was a plastic jets.
All right, so there you go. Matt had plastic gents and ended up taking that. Good size gar. That is a 29 and a half, nearly 30. That's the size you want for dinner. I hadn't tried the plastic gents. I was wondering if they worked. Well, yeah, it saves you baiting up, right? Yeah, we can see the bottom here now, so it's really starting to clear up really well, which hopefully means there might be some squiddly diddly action too. All right, I didn't have fresh gents on, so I'm going to put some fresh ones on. Don't know why, but this is the bait they like.
So which end are you saying?
So the blunt end.
Blunt end?
So you can see what it's got. Normally got a couple. Yeah, that's the one.
Yep.
So the pointy end has a little black dot on it, like the head, and the bum end has normally little tiny little dots.
Yeah. Okay.
And so if you just
How do you?
yeah, I'll show you just like that. Just click it right through. No, like this. So you just get the hook and just
Slide it on.
like that.
Yep.
Don't actually slide it through the whole bait. Just like if you're getting a hook through your bum.
Yeah. Yep.
Don't want it all the way up your body.
No.
Through your bum, through in the water, and then you splash around and the shark will come get you. Rightio. Fresh bait, let's give it a go. I hope that just wasn't a random school. Oh no, I've got one. That's good size. No, it's another bloody garfish. And it's on the top hook, interesting. Not big enough at all, I don't think. Oh my God, can you stop tangling me up? Got him. Tiny. Tommy though. Guess what? I've got one for the squid teaser now. Hey, I can put the squid teaser back out now because we've got a tiny Tommy to put on it. Oh, we're sitting on it. That's a nice gar again. They're just sort of sucking on it.
Yeah, they're not really striking hard.
No. You sort of don't know you've got it until you flick it, like pull it up a little bit. But again, I don't think this one's going to be... I don't think he's a keeper. Yeah, he's only just on. I'll coming back. Okay. We're not at that stage yet. The here fishy stage. Well, I was quite impressed how quickly the tide turned, so.
Yeah.
So it might even be starting to think about changing sides.
Yeah.
The way those floats are going. In which means the burley's going to be going in that direction too. Yeah, they're out there, you can see them splashing about. Alright, let's move over this side. Alright guys, so the tide's changed now. The wind is actually going in this direction, the water movement's going in this direction. So we'll leave the burley buckets where they are, because they're only going to go under the jetty, that's fine. But we're going to shift everything over onto this other side. Oh, that's all right. Oh, got a fish. And it's a nice one, guys. It's a Trevally, I think, or double header. It was a double header garfish. It is a double header garfish. There we go. I haven't got the head cam on, apologies for that. They're just sitting on there, sucking on it. I don't think he's anywhere near it. No, 22. I hate seeing that, them dying. But anyway, when you got to throw them back, this one's 27. The one I just threw back's not going to survive. He's fish food. They're definitely out there. I can still see them. So many garfish. It's weird that I don't know like where the Tommies are. But there's definitely definitely a ton of garfish out there. No, you stay away from those floats, boy. Well, that's weird, guys. We've had that double header, we put some fresh bait on, and nothing since. Right. See if we can get out a little bit further. Oh, turn around, getting bites. You guys would have seen that. Why didn't you tell me? Not you, I said to the audience, I said you guys would have seen me getting bites. Why didn't you tell me? Yeah, it's still there. They're just sitting on it and sucking on it. Double header again, guys. A few spectators getting a bit excited. All right. The bottom one, I don't think's a keeper, but the top one definitely is. Put the bottom one down there. He is a good size, that bottom one. $22.5, so he can go back. With this one, and he is fat as across the shoulders. There you go, guys. Oh, measure it the right way, mate, you'll be right. He's a 30. Very nice. Suffice to say, I'm not going hungry. But, you know, God, these double headers, they keep tangling me up. Oh, that came out pretty easy, so that's good. Just going to check the time. It's only 10:50. Not quite lunchtime yet. Definitely planning on cooking up these garfish for lunch. Okay, we got a bite and I think we got a fish. We do. Another gar. Doesn't feel big. Doesn't feel very big at all, but we might even actually, oh no, we have got him in the mouth. Don't tangle me up. Not sure. Whoa, come here. You're not going to survive if I have to let you go, right? Because you're jumping around like an idiot. He's 26, so he'll come home with us for lunch and dinner. Just give you another look. 26 Senny. Got him. Whoa, he's swimming in with me. Just a baby. Don't. Oh my God. Yeah, okay. He's back in the water and he left me with a lovely little tangle. Thanks for that, buddy. Yeah. You just see it going left and right and seeing a fish under it going left and right. Just suiciding. There we go, guys. Sorry, I didn't turn the head cam on. Here's another 30. 29, let's call it. 29, so good size. Put him in the bag, untangle my line. God. This is a Tommy. Tommy or a gar? Another gar. It's this baby. We'll get him back. There you go. Yeah. Not going to be surprised if we got another one on here, the way that float was acting. I think we're sort of just about done. Might be time to head back to the campgrounds, clean these fish up, and then cook up some lunch.
A nice hour and 13 minutes.
Any yellowtail kingfish down there, boys?
Oh, hundreds of them.
Excellent.
The
Great.
other side of that big jetty over there.
Yeah, all the way over there.
You might have a difficulty getting your rig over there without a drone though.
Yeah, I've got a drone.
Yeah. Fly it
Yeah.
over there.
Yeah.
We'll point you out. We'll send up a flare or something.
So we're just with Matt from, he's a chef at the Amber Wines. We're just going to clean up these garfish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's pretty perfect for 5 of us, no, 4 of us.
Yep.
3 fish each for wraps for lunch. What do you reckon?
That looks good food.
First things first, or second things second, I'm having a beer. You want to take your shoes off?
Left-handed. I'll wash my hand first.
I'm good at delegating. Still, I did the majority of the catching. So my nephew Ted is here, and Matt's one of his mates, and I got Ted to pull the cart back, and now I've roped in Matt to clean the guts out. Yeah.
Okay, we'll see.
So you can't get much fresher than that. It's bloody amazing. All nicely.
Oh, that's good.
So there's 12, so there's like 3 each, which is perfect.
Perfect.
We caught exactly the right amount. And this is on your double burner gas cooker. I haven't fired, well, sorry, I have fired up my my induction just to literally boil up enough water for coffee this morning, but given Ted's here, with that we'll use that, and then I'll probably use my induction cooker tomorrow, hopefully when I've got some squid for dinner. The iTechworld blanket has done an amazing job again today, so that's been up since about 7 o'clock this morning, and I would say, yeah, look at that. We're just about fully back at charge. In 27 minutes we'll be back up to full capacity. So this little setup is going absolutely as planned, and I can probably go off grid for days with this sort of setup. Alright guys, so I'm with my nephew here, and Ted MB03, is that right?
Ted MTB.
Ted MTB03, I'll put it up on the screen, mountain biker extraordinaire, but is transitioning, I guess, into being a car nut as well now. So he's been doing up, or what would you call it?
Transforming,
yeah, this VT executive wagon, from a little to and from work daily driver to a beast of a off-road,
yeah,
slash
off
camping. So maybe we'll start at the front.
Yeah.
So if you just want to stand over there, what have we done on the front?
I got the proper 5-poster bull bar, handmade Australian boomer bar. It's
Specifically for a VT.
Yeah, specifically made for VT to VZ.
Yeah.
So all the body lines all fit, like that. Pretty much bolt straight on, which is great.
Yep.
Got the twin GME 6-foot antennas for all of the UHF stuff. They're amazing, and double as a stubby holder.
Excellent.
For 'em. You got twin spotlights on the front, obviously, to be able to see in the dark, same as the 42-inch light bar across the top.
Yeah, I like the number plate. It's like, woo!
Exactly. That was unintentional goal with that one.
And of course, are they floppy dice or just normal dice?
Oh, they are floppy dice.
They are floppy
They
dice.
are floppy dice in it. They've been transferred between every car.
Every car you've had?
Yeah.
Yep.
So they just keep rolling through.
So you've added a King's tent that you had up last night.
Yeah, so it's running the King's Adventurer 2 and 10. Just folds out, passenger side, you know, it takes 5 minutes to put up, 5 minutes to pull down, super easy. Pro rack, roof rack on there. And then, yeah, it's some bit bigger tyres on it to cope with the rolling and the extra weight of it. So just to get a bit more grip and traction, everything like that.
And did you change that interior to the cream?
Yeah, so that's in a process.
Or is it a cream or a bone?
It's like a sand.
Should I open the door?
Yeah, sandy cream on that one there. It's in the process of being swapped out.
Yeah.
With that, you got UHF channel in there, individual spotlight, kill switches. Because the light bar in the rain does become quite annoying. Because obviously above you, it shines all the water and stuff like that when you are driving. And then yeah, moving to the back on it, it's a work in progress, but currently.
So you got given the fridge for free?
Given the fridge for free, that was a good one. And then yeah, in the process of custom building a full slide out kitchen for it all, to basically be able to be, you know, self-sufficient on the road, stuff like that. So it makes it really nice, easy to use, just twin locking on there.
Yeah.
No fold out legs needed, anything like that. You know, all heavyweight rated slides. So it's coming together really nice, you know, just working out, sort of building as it go to work out, you know, what we need and stuff like that to go through with it.
Brilliant. So it's a pretty unique car. When you see it on the roads, you know who's in it now, Ted, so you can and give him a follow, Ted MTB03. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes, I got that one right. Ted MTB03 on Insta. I'm trying to get him to do a YouTube channel. We'll see how that goes. He's just broken the ice, I guess, being on camera and whatever else. Done a great job. Well, g'day guys. As we came off the jetty in the morning session, I said to Ted and Matt that I'm going to float some a Tommy on a squid spike out here on the incoming afternoon tide. Then I've just got my T-curve. I'm going to throw some metal slugs, maybe some hard bodies, etc. See if there's any fish lurking along this rock wall that's just short of sort of where you park your car. I done my FG knot on the 50-pound braid that I've got on this, 60-pound leader. Overkill for squid, but God, it's so much easier to do an FG knot on thick line than it is on 6-pound. So that's the leader. There's the float stopper. You can see that down to there. So it's probably, yeah, just over a metre. Inku weighted squid float down to a Mel Spikes Lumo glow bead sinker, and then onto a swivel for the squid attachment, or the squid spike attachment. To get the Tommies out, there's 2 in here. As I said, we were using them as teasers. Now the reason I'm doing this is because I just don't think that, compared to the jetty, that this will have been as fished as much. So I'm just really hoping it's the right thought process and we can get essentially just a squid or two. 2 would be great for dinner. So I just had this re-spooled, this line. It is a little bit, as I said, overkill. 50-pound Suffix braid and then 60-pound leader. Going to cast it out to the left because the waves are going to the right and so is the wind. And just find a spot stick it in like that. And we'll just keep an eye on it. Sort of perfect because it's past all this whitewash on the waves, and being a real Tommy, it's got that smell and whatever else on it rather than a jig, which might be harder to see. Ideally, I'd like to be a bit further out, so I guess next time I cast, given the braid's wet now, it should cast a bit further. And in the meantime, I'll grab a metal, which is in this tray. Just going to grab the blue Nomad 15 gram Ridgeback. There's definitely some breeze, but it's not too bad. As I said, I'd really just want to catch a couple of fish just for dinner. Had a bit of a nana nap back in camp. Sort of charged everything up. All right, let's give a few casts of the metal. While I keep an eye on the float. Nothing on the first cast. Oh, we just had a hit. Not sure what that was, but it was definitely a pull. No weed on it. Just trying different type of retrieve. Don't really, I mean, I had quite a few wraps for lunch, but I don't really want to go hungry for dinner. I'll give this a few more casts. Sort of that perfect time of night as well. There's got to be some squid out here. Has to be. No, hasn't been touched. I'm going to cast it back out where those snags were. Because if there's snags, there's most likely squid. What are we going to do? Might actually try the pink Nomad vibe. You never know in these parts what there might be around. That sun's gone behind the clouds and it's not too far from going down behind the hill of the old mine. So I'm going to cast out into this bluer stuff with the vibe. Good cast on it. Just let it sink. Vibe it up. Let it sink, wind up the slack. Vibe it up. Let it sink, wind up the slack. Got a bit of seaweed. The wind's actually dropped right off, which is great. Looks like the wind's changed a bit of direction. Got it in my back now, which was good. Before it was sort of coming across from this way, which is going to be good for casting and getting some distance. Just thinking with that float, maybe it drops off a little bit. Maybe I need to have it a little bit longer. Might bring it in. It's always good to check or try different depths. I didn't think I'd had to go that deep, but it may actually drop off a bit out there. She's certainly not had a skerrick of interest thus far. I've probably just made it like another 30 centimeters longer. It can sometimes make all the difference. So you can see the length from the float stopper there. It's probably a good 2 to 2.5 or 2 meters now. Because it does look like it drops off a bit, so I'm not going to lie, I'm getting a little bit worried that we're not going to catch anything tonight here. Just going to have another look at what we can try. I think with the oh guys, we got our first squid. I'm like, where's that float? Oh come on, surely there's a squid on that. She was right under. Yeah, it's got something on it. Yeah, we got him now. It's a good squid, guys. This is a good squid. Oh, no way. How is it getting off? Maybe just hanging on, not actually grabbing it. It's back under again, or starting to. Yeah, I can feel it at the line. Just got to get the barbs into it. It's under again, come on. Oh, grab it. Oh, that's annoying, guys. Well, at least we know they're out there, and you can see why I haven't grabbed it, because those spikes are doing absolutely nothing. I'm actually going to change the fish direction, so I'm going to put the spike through the tail. But pretty much as soon as we lengthened it, we had some interest, so I'm pretty happy with that. We'll get it back in that exact spot. Oh, she's straight under again. Got him that time. There might be a little bit of a school out here, boys and girls. Riding him in on this wave. Feels decent. Let's get him around this rock. Lift him up. And there we go, guys. Our first squiddly diddly of the trip. There we go, guys. I'm going to get this straight back out there because there definitely could be. We got, oh my God, dude, seriously. We've got squid for dinner. Give him the old karate chop. Get this back out. And that was the plan, guys. That was the, I don't think many people maybe fish off these rocks for squid. And we're gonna have a crack. And it's, yeah, right on that sun coming down. I'm hoping there's 2 or 3 other mates out there and we'll have a feed of salt and pepper squid for dinner. Really interesting too. Just we extended that trace just another 30 odd centimeters. And it just got to a depth where the squid were happy to come up for it, because they do often not want to come up too fast because of predators. There's certainly got to be more than the one. I can't have just landed it on the head of one and then landed on it on top of him again. Yeah, we got another one, I think. We do. Oh, what happened there? That was weird. It's like he took me down and I got reefed or something. All right, I'm going to bring it in and cast it back out, guys. Going to put the other Tommy on. Oh, we're under, guys. I was just about to cast that out and that float went under. Oh, that was the bottom. All right. What I'm going to do is actually chop the tail, because the tail was sort of covering the... Oh, they're just destroying it. See how the tail's just covering the spikes? So I've just chopped off the end of the tail, and that'll mean the spikes should protrude a little bit further, even when it is, see, like that. even when it does bunch down, because we really need to get our spikes into these guys. Otherwise, they're going to keep killing us, or killing our squid, or taking our bait and not paying up. Right, let's go. Let's get out there. Let's go. Perfect. Come on, guys. Surely I can get one more. Hit the like button. Give me some power. Let's check that hasn't got a little bit of weed on it. I'm just casting just to the right of my float, just because that's where we pulled them out from, so that's where they may be sitting. And the water's calming down, so it's perfect sort of conditions now for the squid. She's under. Yep, come on. Trying to get this squid jag in. We've definitely had some interest. Just wind up the slack. Alright, so I just lifted it, let it sink back down again, and we should get it on the drop if it's interested. Oh, didn't get it. I don't know what's going on with them. They must be grabbing it by its side. Oh, I don't know. Let's have a look at what this bait looks like. Oh, they've completely destroyed it. They must be just sitting on it. Maybe just need to find a jig that's got quite a bit of S factor still on it. There you go, rainbow magic. It's got a bit on it from a few sessions ago. Wow, that casts a mile. All I want is one more squid. I'm just winding fast because the other option I'm thinking is to put those two Tommies, what's left of them, onto the one spike, just with a view of catching the last squid. Because it seems like they're just going for the real Tommy. This is, I think, guys, the last hurrah, trying to get another squid. That's really the perfect distance. I did cast a lot further out on the last one, but yeah, it's amazing. This just sort of looks like it's going down already. It's been in the water for 5 seconds. Maybe not, maybe it was just the weight. I'm confident though. I'm confident we'll get another squid. That'll be enough for dinner. Come on, squiddly diddly. Just take it this time, guys. Don't stuff around with it. Wrap your little candles around it. Let's go, go, go. There has to be one more squid out there. I mean, there is one, at least one more, but I don't know what I got to do to hook it. We're going to catch another one, guys. I'm determined. Because I'm bloody hungry. I think we've finally got a squid on, guys. Maybe, I don't know. Might not be big. Nah. No, we do. It's not the biggest squid, but it does add to dinner, finally. I said we'd get another one. Just a baby. I think he's been sitting on that for some time. There we go. So at least we've got the 2 squid for dinner. So we didn't film it because I was just actually cleaning the squid down at the end of the rocks where there was just some waves coming in, so nice little pools. Got my chopping board knife. I've already cleaned them, as I said. The 2 tubes, they're not huge, but they're big enough for me for dinner. The 4 wings. Should have bought a actual separate bag. And I've got the 2 little heads, which I am going to chop the tentacles off. I was going to use them for bait, but I decided I'm hungry, I'm going to eat the tentacles. Put them back in the bag for the, throw them back, throw them out. There's no seagulls probably around this time of night to give it to. Oh, there's a couple. I'll just do that. Mr. Gull, there you go, there's one. There's the second one. So they've had some food. Means I don't have to worry too much about rubbish. Or more importantly, stinky. Well, not that squid are really all that stinky. There is a pot. Put everything in, all the stuff we're cooking into the big, the small one probably. And really all I've got is some salad and squid. But I'm going to try out, I did try it this morning. Just going to try out the induction cooker tonight and actually on a proper meal. I'm just scoring the squid and then cut it into strips. It doesn't get any fresher than this. This was caught not even 2 hours ago. Not a chef, guys, that's why normally Catherine does all the cooking. But we're solo mission today, or these last few days. I think it's pretty base special that I even scored it. I don't think most people do. I certainly don't see it on vids. I'm going to use that other pan just for a plate. Just to score, I'm just not even putting weight on it, and it's still almost going through. We'll make it work, we'll make it work. All right, so that's all cut up. So I've got the New Wave induction cooker. Sort of did a bit of research and this seemed to be the one that came out sort of on top. I'm the sort of person that goes by the philosophy of do it once, do it properly. So apparently what we do is we decide on the watts. I'm going to go 1500 because that's a 1400 unit. Can go a little bit higher. Probably want high, 220 degrees. We start. I'm just going to put them in there for a second. Now it's just giving me an error code because there's nothing metallic on it. And that's firing up. So we put some Cobra and olive oil spray in there. Looks like it's going pretty good already. Oops, and that's sizzling away. So you can see maybe, but I'll just keep you up to date. It's pulling 1400 watts just over on the unit. Saying I've got 52 minutes if I was running it at this constant speed or constant wattage, which we know we're not gonna, because you know it shouldn't take much more than 5 to 10 minutes to cook the squid. Just gonna wipe that out. The squid's clean. You could eat it raw. There's no issues from a food poisoning perspective. Just gonna go into the fridge. You can watch that. Some more oil on it. See what it does if I crank it up to 2000 watts. Seems to be holding at about 1400 watts, which is good. So I've just got some basic rocket salad. I can probably eat all of it because I'm going home tomorrow. And there's not much else to eat with this, so beautiful. I think we're just about done, guys. Just going to put just some pepper. I don't need salt because I've got high cholesterol. Sorry, got high blood pressure already. But that looks bloody good. As I said, I don't have handles, so I'm just going to do that. Let that simmer in there for a bit. Just wipe it down. So Guys, my challenge is I didn't bring a fork. But that is very nice. But where's a fork when you need one? I'm going to go ask next door if they've got a fork for me. Hey guys, would you have a spare fork that I could borrow for tonight? Rookie error. I was thinking I was just doing wraps, and then they ate all my wraps from my cousin and that were here. So I just need a fork for the salad. Thank you very much, sir. I'll bring it right back. Yeah. Well, and there we have it. And we've done all that cooking. We've been running the fridge all day. Yes, we've had the solar blanket on, but we're sitting at 89% on this iTechworld PS 1400 lithium battery station. So again, as I said, I think this morning, I think we could literally go off grid for a number of days, as long as obviously the sun's shining. But anyway, let's get into this. So we put some peri peri sauce on there, mayonnaise. The salad's nice. Need to find some of that fresh squid. Here we go. Cooked to perfection. Have to say that. A big thanks to iTechworld. This is my first solo camping at age 44. Sounds crazy, right? I've done camping with Dad and stuff in the past, but generally Kat doesn't like camping, so we generally do Airbnbs, etc. So I'm pretty stoked that I've got the opportunity to do this type of camping in the future. And you can't beat fresh squid. And you saw how easy that was to cook. It's like, you know, not even 2 hours out of the ocean. So thanks again, guys. Thanks for giving me the courage and the confidence to go out and try something new. And yeah, I guess watch this video next.